So everyone faces fears, but have you ever faced a fear that overwhelms you? I'm talking about the kind of fear that makes you question everything that you believe. Well, my name is Chris, and I'm 35 years old, and about 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
It came out of nowhere, blindsided us, I think. Chris has been healthy all of our lives. We found out that night that he had a tumor about the size of a golf ball.
So the first brain surgery was scheduled only a day and a half later. The tumor was causing a swelling in the brain, and so it was something they had to correct very quickly because it was a fatal condition. We got through it. Unfortunately, the first surgery did not correct the swelling in the brain. So they scheduled a second surgery, and that's really where we started to see God working.
After Chris was admitted to the hospital that first night, his brother Matt set up a Facebook group for us so that we could keep everybody informed. We used that Facebook group as a huge support during that time. It was really a lot of uncertainty, and we were able to post specifically what we needed prayer for and ask people to pray specifically that his pressure would resolve itself. We're waiting for that final measurement on his pressure in his head, and it came back, and the doctor was looking at the little tube thing for quite a long time, and he said, "Well, I don't know how to explain this. Do you believe in the power of prayer?" And long story short, the pressure had resolved itself, and so they took him back out of the OR, and he didn't have to have the surgery that day.
But the pressure did come back later on, and I had the worst headaches of my life, and it was really, really bad. They scheduled the follow-on surgery that very next day after those headaches, and this time they were successfully able to relieve the pressure in my head, and there were no complications from either of those surgeries. We really thank God for carrying us through those 2 brain surgeries. So it was great that those 2 surgeries went so well, but the problem is I still had the tumor inside my head, and so a 3rd surgery was needed to remove the tumor itself.
So I think leading into that operation to remove the tumor was probably one of the scariest times.
They scheduled the surgery a month out, so it gave us a lot of time to really steep in fear.
We had conversations that we never thought we would have about, the uncertainty of our future and things like that, but really God definitely carried us through day by day. But through it all, we had just an amazing support network of people praying for us. There was a prayer service at Gateway that was just, amazing to have the church come around us and support us. And we had, people we didn't even know praying for us.
It was amazing. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals around the country praying for me. There's churches, Bible studies, small groups, lots of people we didn't even know. So I don't know what the future holds, and there's a lot of tough questions that plague me. Will I be able to walk my daughter down the aisle in 20 years or maybe 40 years? Will I be able to support my family financially and spiritually? We just don't know. But, I look to God to carry me through each day.
The one thing that I take away from this experience is that God has proven that He's good even when our circumstances don't seem like they are.
So I still have a journey ahead of me. I'm about to start a 6-week radiation treatment and then a full year of chemotherapy. It's not going to be fun. There are risks involved, but I think we're over the hump with the surgeries. And now we're looking to God to carry us through this coming year. And I guess I'd ask you to also pray for us, that God would be there each day when I wake up, and that He would carry us through that day.